having a
We
go.
should be live, are we? Yes, we are. Hi.
The buttons work.
They work for a change, although the cameras need a bit lining up. I'll do that later on. Welcome to episode 340 of the UK Vape Show, the UK's #1 show to do with vaping. May the 4th be with you and all that stuff for all the wonderful Star Wars fans out there. Star Trek is still a much better show, though.
That's Star Trek, son. That's Star Trek. You know it is. It's just like smoking and vaping.
Exactly that. I've actually got my.
And oil and juice.
I love a bit of oil.
He's got to bring the oil.
Looks like you're peeping over a wall.
Yeah.
You gotta go like that.
Oh, he's got a Star Wars poster in the background. I've never even noticed that before.
Yeah. I know. I don't normally have that top section showing. I feel like
Are you into these
Wilson.
skeptical? You know, like sort of like ghosts and stuff. I'm not being funny, but it looks
Mick,
like
did
somebody
you-
stuck a box to your wall.
I was just about to say, did you freeze there? You looked so disappointed.
No, I was concentrating on the pictures on his wall.
It looks like fucking Anton Deck sat on the shitter then, didn't he, with that forehead?
Who are we going to pick on first?
And in deck from Wish, innit?
It is, yeah.
Who are we going to pick
Did he
on
come
first?
from Durham?
You know what? We'll pick in Grizz first. That's what we'll do.
Yeah, he deserves it.
You're first, Grizz.
I'm on the same as last week. Heavy hitter. With,
20 Marlboro Gold.
Nightmare idea on top. Yeah. In there, I've got the Darkest Secret. I am also on the Reborn 11 Lemon stacked with the Druga on top.
With some camel shit in a bus ticket.
Yeah.
That's my brother's saying, by the way.
And in there, I've got some Lemon Meringue.
Meringue.
And then I've got my trusty B100 kit.
Ooh.
And in there, I have got some Ribery. And that's me.
Nice. That was Sean, Mr. Grizz. On to Mr. Aidan from the Little Bro Vape Reviews channel.
You can't tell him it is, can you? You can't even ding on.
It's kind of obvious.
I'm only wearing it so I'll have to wash it for Expo.
What are you going to do? Leave it aside at bed?
Leave it there you go.
Up...
There's my pile for Expo. I'm wearing everything I need now. He texted it. Don't start slagging it. You know, getting some right shit for it. As well, I went out. She went, "Whose fault with that?" And I thought, it wasn't my fault. You're the one who pushed it. Who puts a glass on the edge of the boat? I put it there, but it's on the thingy. I didn't leave it on half the edge, did I?
By the way, Aidan, your
fault.
camera's locked up.
The Oxford.
We can't see anything. You're doing this as well.
Oh, there
The
he goes. He's
internet
back.
connection
He's
went
back.
unstable then. What's that? That's Lou. She's unplugged it.
You just sat there. You were.
Green shot here there, people. That's Lou, that. I'm only joking. It's the Oxford X-Slim Pro edition. I've been using that for the last couple of weeks. Really good. Nice flavour off that. And we've got some Blaze in there. I'm still using the Banshee, which is it going to... No, it keeps wanting to say Polish instead of I love you. Does it matter if I suck it?
It depends the effect you want.
I'm not going down that road.
Sometimes it
look,
depends.
hey,
It
you-
matters.
To be fair, I'd say
love you.
stuck me like that, and I'd say same.
I love you. I also dug out the... in that, I've got... That's why I'm coughing. It's absolutely mank, this IVG juice. It's absolutely mank.
They put far too much sweetener in them.
Oh, it's just horrible. The Inikin MVP I pulled out, little pod kit that I've been using, which I really liked. That's got the Blaze in it. Then I took the V2 out with the Zenith on it. Now, this has got the 0.3 ohm coil. Obviously, the Zenith and the Slide were more for mouth to lung. Well, this one, you've sort of got like the little dots around it, and also where you can have a restricted direct to lung. Coils go up to 30 to 40 watts. Really nice flavour from this. And in that, I've got some of the Neon Source, the Slimer, which is Nevins, which you'll be able to catch him on. I think he does a Friday show and a Saturday show as well.
Yeah.
Which is really, really nice. Really, really nice stuff. And that's me.
And that was Mr. Aidan from Little Bro Vapes Reviews, established 2017, as it says in his shirt.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think
I've
that
never
from you.
actually made a VWV branded shirt. I've never actually done one. I need to do one. It's fucking too late for this expo. On to Mr. Adam from... What's that behind you?
It's a box on the wall. What's a box
Yeah.
on the wall?
My box is it's Rocky and Apollo Creed.
You're never going to be able to get that in your DVD player, are you?
I've tried. Do you know what?
36 tea cakes.
Have you actually? Let's have a look.
Fucking love
Get it
tea
out.
cakes. I can't eat them now because I'm fucking diabetic though.
Mate,
Oh,
Oh,
tea cakes.
tonics.
Fucking love those things.
36 of the fuckers. Lynn sent them. Look at that. This is fucking, it's like a treasure chest.
Oh, I love the fact that they just roll around and swim in there like
No, they
Scrooge
don't.
McDuck.
It was because I opened it very angrily. They sit in the little compartments, and then there's a layer after one layer.
Fucking
Fucking
love
love
tea
'em.
cakes.
So, I suppose I best tell you what I'm vaping on.
Yep, that would help.
Aspire Flexus, in that I have got some banana kiwi ice by Riot Bar Editions.
I found a coil for that today.
I've got a silly story
Folks.
about. I'll join in. I don't know what we're doing.
I'm hosting it.
Taking the piss out of pugs.
But that's really, really nice. The banana kiwi ice. Do you know what? I really don't get much kiwi, but the banana ice side of it, it's not foamy banana, so it's
Oh,
banging.
it's not because it usually fucking is. I fucking hate some of those banana flavours.
That's where Graham from Amatorium nailed that nana, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
It was proper nailed it. It's so hard to do.
Some
But
banana flavours are
The
rank.
thing is, like, Riot have only ever done one other salt with banana in it, and they do banana, raspberry, and dragon fruit, and that's a bit foamy. So, like, I'm really not looking forward to it. And then a customer put some of this.
Customer?
Yeah, a customer put some of the oil in their smoker, and stood there and blew it out. And you know when you go like that.
That smells nice.
Yeah, I thought I'm gonna have to try that. So we had some samples, and I got some samples. It's really good. And then I'm on the B60, but by accident, my coil had finally given up ghost after about 3 weeks.
3 weeks, that's not bad.
It's
yeah, really good
the B60 coils are incredible, like absolutely incredible. When I stand there in front of someone and go, look, guesstimated lifespan for a coil 5 days to 2 weeks. If you're
Yeah.
changing it once a week, absolutely fine. If you're changing it every 2 weeks, absolutely fine. If someone picks one of these up, I go, look, your experience is not going to be the same as mine, but I can't even remember half the time.
Unless it's a smock coil, if I were getting 5 days out of a stock coil, I'd be way upset. You've got to at least be getting 2 weeks out of a coil.
But what you do is, working in shop, you have to cover your ass. Because if you turn around to everyone and say you're going to get 2 weeks, and then they put wrong liquid through,
Yeah.
you're knackered. But,
I could understand it with like smock coils, because smock coils you're looking to
fucking
get a
hell,
couple
once
of
every
days
2.5
out of them.
days.
Yeah.
But the I've got the banana kiwi ice in that as well. My coil finally gave up ghost. So randomly, I've got like loads of random boost coils laying around my desk, and I pick one up and change the coil. It's the 0.2 coil, so it's like proper. It feels like proper sub-ohming 20 milligram.
Was that some more of sample stock, which is probably called stock taking in your place? Or
Well, it's called being assistant manager. So I turn around and I
oh, they don't need this one.
I turn around to one of the members of staff. I go, oh, do you know what? Just do a count on that. But -1, a customer swapped it the other day.
Obviously, if you are watching, he is joking.
Yeah, I am joking. He does know it's on my account. £5. But anyway, that's fucking hell. Why has my camera decided to focus for a second then? But that's all I'm on, because do you know what? Nick salts are great, and I love them, even though I am like proper direct to lung in fucking 20 milligrams. So tonight could be quite fun.
You're direct lung in 20 milligram.
I do anyway. I in the B60, I always put 20 milligram, because the 0.4 coil is like smooth as
0.4.
anything.
Yeah,
27 watts. It's really, really smooth. But the 0.2 is just absolutely kicking my arse.
Yeah, I don't think I
Think
could
so. It's
put that
20
low.
fucking milligram.
20 milligram. That's 20 milligram.
Nick Salch, 0.4 you can get away with.
Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah,
Easy. I didn't even know it was 0.2, but obviously this has got the smart. It's got the smart mode on it. So it set it. Look, 50 watts.
yeah, that's a bit too much that for me.
Fucking garish. Absolutely garish. Anyway, over to you, Vic.
Usual setup for me. It's the Eclipse Dual, I think. Because I'm running 2 mic vapes tanks now, and I'm getting confused between the two of them because I'm getting old and stupid. All right, is there clips? SL Class V2, peach custard as always.
50 milligram of old Auburn.
See, I was not a fan of this tank, but see, after using it for like a couple of weeks, I'm starting to fucking like it now. This is the Z200 kit. It's like, what the fuck is it?
Is that the eye taste?
It's like, no, it's Geek Vape.
Is it a Zeus tank?
It's like the old touchscreen one. It's the same fucking screen, except this doesn't have touchscreen on it. So it's the Z200 kit from Geek Vape, the full kit. So it's the Z tank with the Z200 mod, and I'm actually liking this tank. I was never really a fan of
the Zeus Suban tank
before.
is absolutely banging.
What am I thinking of with the eye taste?
There we
The
go.
eye tank.
Peach custard on that.
No, it's the eye taste. Is that Vaporesso?
No, that's Anakin Vapor
Anakin.
eye taste.
No, that was that. No, there's another one.
I don't know. This one's the Blaze Solo with Black Vine. Blaze Solo with Black Vine on the SL Class V2. And you see, that's what happens when Aidan gets annoyed about the name of something. He wanders off to
It's
the
good to find
toilet.
it.
It's going to annoy him until he finds it. So I've got the Vapefly Alberich 2 mouth to lung tank sitting on top of, oh, look at that.
Look at that beauty.
The Turnwood FX Cali 21700 version, DNA 100 chip in there. Because it was sitting up there gathering dust, and I went, well, you know what? You're not in the studio, Vic. You're on a carpeted floor. So if you're a ham-fisted fucking, you drop it, you're not going to break it. So I went, you know what? Fuck it. I'll start using all the expensive stuff I've got in that
You
shelf.
think that also means you can wipe your ass on the carpet and have to get your deposit back?
I have got, what have I got in here?
It's all right. Once it dries, it'll come up with a Hoover.
I've got it. The last dregs of Drake's UK Havana naturally extracted tobacco, and it's
Have you seen
literally
what
the
Pugs
last
has wrote?
dregs. He's off again, and that's basically it for me. Yeah. Oh.
He's right though.
Yeah, it is.
He's right.
It is. Wait there, shall we carry on?
Yeah, carry on without me. I'm just listening.
G-Class and Zeus duel.
Oh my God! Hold that Zeus back up.
Don't,
That
I tell you now,
juices.
do not challenge Pugs to a fucking
Buffet off.
mate.
What the hell's wrong with that juice in
Don't
that
be
tank?
fanning about like this,
That
mate.
is amazingly steeped, super steeped lemon lush.
Oh right, yeah, it does go that dark if you steep it for a long time.
He's just got a mouthful of juice.
I have.
Yeah,
I didn't turn it on.
Eye
you found
tank. It's from Vaporesso.
Oh, it's eye tank, not eye taste. Right.
Oh my
the eye
fucking
tank,
god, that's
yeah.
incredible.
And then there's the... That's the Z what comes with that, isn't it?
Double barrel Dead Rabbit 3v3 on there. Not turned on. Atomizer short. It's on the rate good. No, it's not. Its batteries are dead.
Fucking hell.
Right. Lost Vape Center. Wow.
Okay, that's not steep, that's dead.
Mate, that looks
Wow.
like... Mate, it looks like fucking...
Looks like fucking ink.
Look at that.
Looks like a catheter.
That. Do you know what? That is proper vintage. That is. Taste it.
Oh,
Taste it.
dead.
It's the old glass
Yeah.
dripper bottles
yes.
as
It's just
well.
had nicotine in it. Obviously, it's got nicotine in it, but I mean, it came with nicotine in it.
Ooh.
No, the nicotine will be dead by now.
Do a
It'll
knock,
be dead by now.
do a knock test.
Well, that
Yes,
can't even
do a
open
nut
it.
test.
He's
Do a nut
welded.
test.
He's
Come
fucking
on,
welded.
Do a
nut
nut
test,
test. I bet that's
He's
delicious.
like, no, I can't. The lid's welded on.
Let's weld it up.
Go on.
Glued it. It
Go
got
on.
glued by accident.
Do
Go
a
on,
nut
nut
test.
test it. Go on.
Oh,
What, you'll get fucking food poisoning or something.
No, you'll not get food poisoning. It's full of sugar.
Not any fucking more, it's not. Rather fucking you than me, because I wouldn't.
that's gorgeous.
I was going to say, I bet that is incredible.
Fucking face, man.
The fucking face that he pulled. Oh, fuck.
That face reminded me at Charity Live, you know, when we were trying them liquids.
And you drank them.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Oh,
So,
bet
The
that
amount,
vape's
of time, the
lovely.
amount of times when you stood around a stall at Expo and you see someone come over, because they're frightened to tell someone what they really think of the juice, they're like, that's lovely.
yeah, that's
We
great.
couldn't help it. Honestly, I'm the worst liar in the world, and I think me, Mark, and Aidan all had this conversation because obviously this brings us nicely on to Expo. That when you are walking around trying from stalls, like I don't know about you, you might agree with me on this, Aidan, but Mark cannot lie, right?
No.
So he'd go like that. We'd all be stood there going, it's a little bit like. Yeah, it's all right. It's not great. It's really good, or it's anything in between. Mark could go.
Nah.
No, I don't like that one. And you'd be like, yeah, you can tell, Mark. I think it was Strawberry Queen. Can you remember when he picked the Strawberry Queen up?
Oh, that's the bro. And he got told off for that.
Yeah, he did the review for it, and he's like, no, no.
I won't tell you that, because obviously I think that line's actually stopped now. I don't think it's that, but I won't tell you the distro. But the actual distro who it was getting sent out by said to Mark, if you ever review anything for us like that, and you think it's that bad, please don't ever send the review out. And Mark went, you can't do that. That's the
Can't
whole
do
point
that.
of me being a reviewer.
Yeah.
If it's bad, you can't send me the stuff out and just tell me I'll just do the good stuff.
I hold my hands
Put
up.
the
I
roof-
did do.
Even if
I
it's a
did do
negative
that to
review, it's got to
Sam.
go out.
I did do that to Sam at where did he used to work?
The place that I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, is it same place? I'll not
It's
say
the
anything
same
then.
place, isn't it?
So I turned around to Sam and I got honey badger, if you remember
Yeah.
it.
Oh.
Right. I got honey badger and I turned around to him and I went, Sam, I tried that liquid. I cannot believe you're trying to sell that fucking shit on UK market. And he went, what are you on about? He went, I don't really vape tobaccos anyway, so I wouldn't know. And I'm like, it is grim. And then I made Vic try it at Expo. If you haven't already, go back and watch the Expo vlog. It is
was
on there. Vic
fucking
trying honey
horrid.
badger for the first time.
It was horrid.
It actually went in Gailey Bops's purse and it
Yeah, it leaked.
away.
Never fucking tasted a tobacco like with that bad in my life. It was fucking
Oh, that
horrid.
was terrible.
And the thing is, right, that was the first time I'd ever met Vic in person. So,
Yeah.
like, dreams can come true. Look, I am streaming with him now, but that could have gone so wrong. I could have walked up to him and gone, Vic, try this. And he could have gone, I'm going to fucking end you.
Mick from Late Night Vape Show says he loved Honey Badger, but I don't know if it's the same one as what we had, mate. This stuff was
Yeah,
absolutely
Vic, it
honky.
was absolutely grim. It was supposed to be honey and tobacco or honey cured tobacco or something.
It was nothing like it.
It literally tasted like badger piss. And
it was
Gailey
bad.
Bops, yeah, I heard Honey Badger still owes me for a new handbag. See, Gailey and Vic can both attune for it. Vic brought another RDA, wicked it, got it all ready, and dripped this liquid, and oh, it was just the worst.
I've got to be honest, that's one of the worst owes to a woman, isn't it? The last thing you want to do is be in debt to a woman for a handbag.
I know. I put it on the. In fact, I still remember the Royal Hunter X by Councillor Vapor.
Mm-hmm.
I put it on that RDA on the last of the summer vapes and never, ever used that RDA ever again.
Yeah, no fucking wonder, because the taste would just cling.
It was grim.
Steam Pug says it smells like an old man's pub urinal. I don't know, mate. I've never been in one of them yet.
To be fair, that is a perfect analogy because it did smell like some kind of piss. I couldn't nail down the sort of age group, but it did smell like some kind of piss. But one of my favourite things about Expo is trying different juices. I absolutely adore walking the stalls and can you remember Attitude Vapes?
Yeah.
They used to have a black and white bottle, and they released one called the Duke, which was the first time I'd had a gin, and it was a gin and tonic and cucumber e-liquid. It was
Cucumber's lovely and eat.
Oh, it was amazing. It was absolutely incredible because it was fresh. There were no lemon in it or anything like that. It was literally botanically gin with a nice, fresh sort of soda-y feel. Although you can never replicate that fizz. It had that soda-y feel.
Oh, yeah.
And then it had the cucumber. It was banging. Attitude Vapes, I think it was called the Duke.
Yeah, it's the cucumber don't half change your vape.
Oh yeah.
And I'll tell you another one as well, cactus.
Yeah,
I was just about to say cactus.
from Inawera. You add cactus. If you're making a fruit-based liquid and you add 1 or 2, it doesn't need to be a lot, just 1.5% of Inawera's cactus, it really brings out the fruit. Really brings it out.
Zap. If you remember Zap Juice, they made that such nice wooden presentation boxes and stuff like that. They released a range called Azu, and Azu did a cucumber in that, which was banging.
They had
Star, how you
one of the
doing, Ron?
best colas as well. One of the best Coca-Colas
Yeah.
as well.
So, there's probably
Monster.
people.
I
in
say,
fact,
mate.
We're going to run a poll because I like running polls. Polls
Vic's
are
getting his
fun.
pole out.
I love fucking
Were they
running polls.
running or rubbing?
Running,
Oh,
not
right,
rubbing.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if I heard it right. Oh, you got
Rubbing a
autocorrect
poll's
was
what I do
wrong.
during the weekend. Thank you.
Nice one.
All night long.
Jesus.
Yes, Vic.
Are you going to Expo? Question mark. Yes,
Oh.
John Paul Glasgow, absolutely cracking shout. They do an apple, mint, cucumber, and aniseed, which is pretty nice.
Now hold on a
can't
minute.
say.
Apple, mint, cucumber, okay. Aniseed is just going to obliterate everything else.
No, Riot Squad just put the tiniest amount of aniseed in there. It picks everything up.
I need to give that a try because I like an aniseed vape.
It is pretty delete.
I go to
Delete
Expo,
for
yes, no, maybe. Ask your community. Ding!
See
There
another
we
one as
go.
well, which I really like. They sponsored 3 Men and a Vape Show for a little while, which is the Own Boys juices.
Yeah.
And they did some really nice flavors. They did one with grape, which was absolutely gorgeous, and they did another one with elderflower, and that were right nice and all.
Oh, elderflower is a delightful flavour. Really nice as well. I've just reported, Paul. No, I haven't. I've closed it. Woods is it's
So
his
that's
Expo.
the show. That's the show, guys.
Yeah, thanks guys. See you later.
Vic loves rubbing poles. We're done for the night.
I'll check your emails already.
Only
They're
on a
already
weekend,
inviting you
though.
back to that fucking factory that you come back with. It's going to be a great big line.
I can't remember that. I heard about the Vic's job.
Well, there's a fair chance I might be going back to Chem Novatic during summer.
Ooh.
That'd be nice. 40 pence shots.
You will do when we get that picture again.
Honestly, I would be absolutely wankered. Swear to God.
In June, I'm in Krakow. For a stag weekend.
And here's the thing, though, it was at the Grand Hotel in Lublin, which is the Grand Hotel's basically in Lublin city centre, and there's a massive open pedestrian plaza right next to it, and there's like nightclub after nightclub after nightclub after nightclub, and
Vic's like that.
my God, how cheap the drink is there.
Did anyone
was
else
that-
actually just see Vic giving it fucking raving?
Oh,
like fuck?
mate, I can like
I
that.
just seen it in my head.
No,
Yeah.
If
I'll
you're,
do
if
all
you're,
that
do is
shit.
do it.
if you're
Blow
there
my
at
whistle,
Wal-
bitch.
If you're in Warsaw on the Saturday and Sunday, Vic will be in Krakow.
He'll have his
bald.
crack out.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant. Yeah, let's all go to Poland. The one place that we don't want to go to, and it isn't the fact that we don't want to go and see the
No,
wonderful
Sean, I'm
Stuart
not.
Valentine, is we don't want to go to Australia at the minute, do we?
Oh boy.
No, we can't. Seamless segue there, Aidan.
Seamless
It
segue.
is terrible. It is terrible. And obviously seeing the actual like legislation starting to get passed, and we've spoke to Stuart quite a few times over the last year or so, where Australia has been hit really hard,
Oh,
like
yeah.
really hard.
Oh, yeah.
Now to see it all going down properly, pharmaceutical licensing, the lot. I do you know what? My heart goes out to all Australian vapors.
And the shocking thing is, if you look at vaping in Australia, even 4 years ago, the government seemed to be doing what the Conservative government has done here for the past decade and a half. They basically let it. They just left it alone, and all of a sudden, oh, we need to ban flavours, we need to make it pharmaceutical. Fuck it, we'll just ban everything. And it just it happened.
Well,
just,
it wasn't so long back that the changes so that nicotine was classed as was it a grade A poison or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Having a license to get it.
Yeah. It wasn't that long back.
The thing is, and let's break it down to brass tacks, right? And I'm going to throw the corruption word around because we have a lot of proof in our own defence, whether that be you want to take the words of who, you want to take the words of Royal College of Physicians, NHS support, everything else. We have, and we're very, very fortunate that we have got the support, but when a lot of money gets passed around from Big Pharma, an Australian Big Pharma, PMI have had a good old lobby over in Australia, and they tried to do it over in America until they realized that the vaping power is actually quite strong. So what they did is they used their acquisitions, they used the dual research and development, they used a lot of their other acquisitions that they've made on the shady underground, and they started working on their own disposables, which I actually shown one off the other week, the Viva, which is very dual looking. They've released a lot of other things, and they're starting to come away from branding everything else and trying to become a vape advocacy group as well, because they brought on the I can't remember the name, so hopefully someone in chat will remind me, but they brought on an advocacy rep from the vaping community into their company. So the lobbying and the big tobacco fight over in Australia kind of went, right, maybe we don't need to fight this much. Now, in Australia, you've not had that. No. And the problem that we've got over in Australia is a lot of money can pass hands. And the worst thing is they aren't going to listen to us because you want to be sovereign again. You don't want to be sovereign again. You want to get out. So the problem...
If you sort of go back 3 or 4 years, like you were saying, but they had the bloke, it was an old, but I don't think he's actually in there anymore. His name was Hunt, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he sat down there.
Mike Hunt.
And my Hunt. It itches. They sit there, and he was saying over his dead body will vaping take off. He will stop it at whatever demands it's been. Then they had a bit of a. It's like what Bogan was saying, that there was a knee jerking with the disposables and stuff like that. Yeah. So they then warned them that it would go underground. So their sort of thing, like, is now we're having black market stuff. Yeah. We're going to just completely and utterly ban it completely, which to me is absolutely stupid. So what they're going to do is try and then push back onto the sprays, the gums, the patches, which obviously Big Pharma owns.
Yep.
And
John Paul Glasgow, money can't pass hands here because the SNP will steal it.
Well, don't get me started on that.
I was just thinking, oh dear, here we go.
the big thing is now, I see the snide that we have over here. We've got a lot of things at the minute. We've got the nicotine campaign, quits vaping. Yeah. The thing is, right, and this is where it's snide, because it says quits vaping craving. Now, it's not a vaping craving, it's a fucking nicotine craving. So they need to get that right. But we can only get snide because we have the support. Now, if we went, and I've said this for years, if we went to a privatized healthcare system like America and other places, if we went to a privatized, it would be a different story. We are NHS driven. The NHS support to a certain degree. Now, there are parts of the NHS that are a little bit questionable when it comes down to vaping, but the vast majority of them support vaping. So what we actually have is we have like a 70% support in the NHS, 30%, it's in between don't support and wait till we see the research fully.
Yeah, and that 30% is shrinking. Exactly.
It goes down every single year that we go by. If we went down the privatized, it'd be a completely different story, like America. Because, unfortunately, whether you like to admit it or not, places like America profit off of death. They profit off of people being in the hospital.
It's like Stuart Valentine's saying, obviously, Stuart lives in Australia. Yeah. He's absolutely gutted. Our FDA are hand in hand with Big Pharma. The other thing that they've done is they're making it so that whatever is going to get passed and done, you're going to have it in a white little baggie. And you've also then got to go to your doctor to be able to get it, so you'll have to have a prescription. Who's going to pay for the prescription? They're going to have to pay for the prescription because theirs is like half and half.
Yeah.
It's not like us, the NHS. Up in Scotland, you get free prescriptions.
Oh yeah.
Down here, it's £9 something. Or you pay £100 a year for it. So it's not going to be as much as what they're going to have to pay for it, is it?
No.
They're going to have to pay a lot more than what we would.
I read somewhere about a very high tax. I've just seen it in chat as well. Hanky Panky, all about the tax. They have to ruin it for everyone.
Oh yeah, it's the tax.
I think it's a very high tax ban that they're going to start putting on nicotine products over in Australia as well, just to price it out.
The same time they announced this thing about vaping, the exact same day, because they know that those vapors, a lot of them are going to go back to smoking. So they up the tax rate on cigarettes as well at the same fucking
by
time.
5%.
Yep. Fuck us.
By 5%. The other thing as well, again, what Stuart's saying, you've got to think all the vape shops that are in Australia now have just gone bankrupt.
Oh, they're gone. They're gone.
Within a day.
Yeah, they're gone.
The other side of it, and this is where it's sort of like, I've seen when I've been doing research for other videos back in the day, like Macron, the French president, is a vapor.
Yeah.
But will not publicly support vaping. He will not publicly support vaping. He's been asked in questions in interviews about his views on vaping. And he acts as if he doesn't vape and he doesn't speak about vaping, and that side of it is not about. But it's just the world should support things. I've always been one for taxing. If it means we get the support, as long as they don't out tax us to the point where it becomes unbelievable. Let's start from the beginning. Let's have a 0.5% tax or something along those lines and build up. We're only ever going to build up to the cigarette tax, alcohol tax.
Oh yeah.
Diesel, petrol, fuel, everything else. We're going to build up to that. So why not stop?
I don't think we will in the UK because obviously, again, the UK are saying, look, no, that's not what we want to do. We want you to stop smoking. And I'm hoping they will keep it as cheap as they can keep it. What's the point in taxing it if it's then saving them billions of pounds in the NHS?
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's probably where the UK will probably not go that far down and going, look, we're going to massively tax it.
What I think's amazing when they do stuff like this and just totally blanket ban something, boom, gone, is like there's no thought for businesses. Like Aidan said, all these vape shop owners, right, could have had the vape shops open for 10 years, and it could be a little family business that they've set up, and instantly they've got no income. Like, what the fuck is that all about? Like, you know what I mean? Especially when you've got another country that was supposed to be highly affiliated with that is the total opposite. I don't fucking get it at all. It's fucking unreal.
We talked about the taxing. I was just about to bring it up with Toma, which is Simple Vaping IL. Make sure you get over check his channel out as well. He's doing reviews. You might have to put the subtitles on because he's from Israel, but their tax over there is absolutely ginormous.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
it is.
On vaping, it's just absolutely ridiculous. The other thing as well is we live in a democracy. We go halfway around the world fighting for other countries about their democracy, and then all of a sudden they could just do it without putting it to a vote. Why hasn't this been voted? Not just by people in Parliament. Why is this not being put out in a vote where you've got two sides? Just say it's like us where we've got the NNA, so they'd go out for us. NNA. They'd go out for us, and then you'd have the people who are against it. But as long as there's proper information that's given out, and they speak to people such as yourselves who've done it for a lot of years, and then let people make their own minds to it and vote on it, not just suddenly blanket ban it.
Good evening, Brad.
Oh, you want Brad? Nice to see you, buddy. But yeah, that's what you need to do.
Oi, oi.
Oi, oi, my son.
So, lighter note. Before we get too political, I know it's a vaping show, and the number one vaping show. The number one, not number two, right?
Yeah.
Look,
100% number one.
I finally subscribed to the number two vape show in the UK, right? There's this Saturday show that's on. Yeah. I jumped in, and I was gonna comment and like just absolutely spam chat saying like number two, number two, number two, number two. But you've got subscribers only mode on there, so I had I subscribed to the Saturday Night Show, and a cracking show that they did have, but still number two.
Yeah.
They're doing a cracking job. Speaking of cracking jobs, Sean.
Oh fuck! Look, how's that for a segue?
Have you turned sharing on?
Yeah, it's on.
Fucking see, last week I didn't say fuck all, it wasn't on, and then this week I say he's turned it on.
Because I'm a professional.
Yeah, so Vic has
Oh my god!
There we are. They're back. We're definitely back. There we go.
Need some ad blocker in my life.
Sorry, screen's out, Vic. Come on,
Yeah,
son.
we're all way over here.
Hold on.
Come on, Vic, man. Come on.
We've got no sound apparently.
We're getting butchered in chat here.
There should be sound now.
We're all way over here.
Just so you know, the number one vape show can have issues. Come on. All
Yes,
right.
bless you.
We're getting butchered in chat here.
There should be sound now. Sorry, folks. It's this computer. It's on its fucking way out, which is why I'm. That's why I'm going to be butchering the old server computer and merging some of it with this piece of crap sitting next to me. There we go. The screens are sorted. Right.
It was actually the Australian government closing us down. Obviously, being not just the number one UK vape show, we're actually the number one number one UK.
With the number one UK.
Yeah, we're number one in the world.
Hold on a minute. Need to pause that.
Basically, what it was is we wanted to help the Saturday show
And
out
the
by going,
universe.
look.
And the universe, mate. We're number one in the universe.
Okay, I
In
think
the
I'm settled
whole
in.
fucking universe.
I love echoes. Echo like fuck.
No,
Turn
the
stream
echo
off
should be
number
gone now.
twos.
Okay.
We're already there.
Fucking shading is on. Chat is back up. This isn't going to crash again.
Hopefully.
Over
shouldn't
to
have said
you,
that,
Sean.
Helmet. Right. What was I saying? Yeah. So, Vic, obviously, I don't know how
Apparently
much you
we've got
got of it. I'll have to
echoes.
start again. We've got echoes, apparently, Vic.
Shouldn't be an echo.
Any echoes?
Far away in time, Mike. Far away in time. Check for echoes, Vic. Let me have a listen. Far away in time.
Testing, testing, testing.
Check for
No, I'm
echoes,
not
Vic.
hearing an echo in the stream.
There's no echo.
Echo, 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 echo.
I'm not hearing it, like.
I'm a dolphin.
Oh, wait there. It is actually playing twice.
What?
Really?
I'm a dolphin. No,
When
no, it's
Sean
alright.
speaks, Aiden's lips move.
Oh, just don't press out else, Vic. You're just leaving it at that.
Sound is fine now, Bill Richards. Thank you, bro.
Cheers, buddy.
So
Yeah,
let's
so-
rewind it all back. Vic, what job have you been doing this week? We're going to spoil it for you. Vic's been an IT technician at VMI.
This is why he got sacked, ladies and gentlemen. No, Vic, obviously, with him having to do the move of the studio and stuff like that, he's grown an affinity for cleaning and cleaning up after himself, after other things, after other people, and he's got right into it. And he's also a great lover of animals. So there was a job opening come up at the local zoo, and Jenny managed to catch up with him. And here he is.
Don't share.
He was an elephant crap catcher.
Hold on, I need to bring the fucking window in because it's not fucking working.
Oh my god, it's one of them. The head is perfect.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, what you've got to do is you've got to freeze frame that, cut it out, and put it together as a jigsaw. So you can see what it is. Christ almighty.
Okay, it's up in the fucking screen now. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, so Vic is a crap catcher. He was a crap catcher for about a week and a half, wasn't it, Vic?
Yeah, about a week and a half. That's how long it lasted. Yeah.
What the shit?
Yeah, he was stood like that for a week and a half catching turd. He had the bucket switch was amazing. pure skill. That bucket switch.
How come that elephant's got his trunk on backwards?
Why has he got his mouth open?
And,
La,
why-
la, la.
and where is the tip going?
Yeah.
I can taste the sweeties in your
But
butt.
did you know? This is a genuine job out there. Did you know that an elephant can shit 30 pounds of turd?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I love the fact that you've got inf with this job.
Yeah, info. We're coming with facts this time about these jobs because I don't think some people believe that they're real. We're coming with
Oh,
fucking
fucking
facts.
elephants are definitely real. I've seen them.
Oh, yeah.
They're
seen 'em.
huge.
I've
Just
seen
when I've
them
seen
on-
them-
I've seen
when
them
I've-
on telly.
When I've seen them live in person, they've got a thicker, longer trunk than that.
But yeah, Vic, I'm impressed that you did that job. I couldn't have done it, mate. There's no way I could have done that. Proper hard job. So what are you going to do? Are you going to try and get back in there? Because obviously they got rid of you, didn't they? Because you weren't
Come
very
back
good
in
at
there. Was he
catching
coming
it.
out of it?
No, I kept
Obviously
fucking
the
dropping.
bucket was nearly taller than you.
I kept fucking dropping the bucket.
Didn't have to drop it far though, did you?
Nah.
That's dropping some shit, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's what he was doing on Vic's proper job. And you loved it, Vic. Bless you.
That was a fucking scary job.
Do
we
you know
lost-
what? Again, breaking kayfabe. Jenny, excellent job.
Yes.
Jenny went and captured him, caught him,
Definitely
and
did the peas and carrots on that one.
she's caught him perfectly as well.
Absolutely captured the moment. Taste the rainbow.
Oh. Oh.
Taste the rainbow Skittles.
I want to do something because obviously we were going to touch
Oh,
on.
mate, come on, we're live. You can't
know.
do that again.
My hands have been under the desk all night, so it's not going to be
stream
that,
has
is
already been cut off once.
it? Yeah,
Obviously, we don't. Australian government, we don't really mean it.
yeah. We're not really
you
talking about it. So, guess what's coming up next week?
Oh, what's next week?
I don't know, mate.
So you're stopping Friday to Monday.
Remember, it
Thursday.
is Monday.
No, I'm looking at another fucking
Thursday
day
to
off.
Sunday, mate.
Thursday to Sunday. Fucking rock and roll.
Thursday to Monday.
I can hear you.
We're leaving at about 1 o'clock on the Sunday afternoon. It is.
So we're not leaving till 12 Monday.
Ladies and gentlemen of the chat, I have seen quite a few of you. It's going to be your first ever time. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be there. I'm actually really gutted about it. But October, fingers crossed, everything all in hand. We will be there. But for the people who have never been, Vic touched on it at the beginning. There's going to be a
On the poll.
checklist. He rubbed the poll and sorted it out, right? So, what do you boys? So let's say it's our first one, right? You've got a very experienced friend who turns around to you and says, "You are going to need this."
Water.
Let's go for 5 straight away.
Deodorant.
Yes, definitely. Do not stink. Have etiquette. Do not smell.
And if you're a fat bloke like me, don't wear grey because you get sweat patches.
Yeah.
So you want deodorant, water.
Water.
Lube.
Yeah, Luke. I've sorted that one. Remember,
That's all right.
we only need one of each.
Baby wipes.
Definitely. Baby wipes are strategic because you can use them to clean a drip tip, right? Or wipe your ass if you don't like one ply. Or clean your hands.
Don't flush them.
Don't
flush
flush him. Don't flush him. Put them in
Put
bin.
them in the little pedal bin.
Now, one of the things is, and this is not saying anything horrible, but it's really clammy in there. So obviously, when you get to the end of the day, it gets really warm in there. It's very VGE, if that's even a word. So it gets very clammy. So keep a constant cleaning your
Hot
hands.
noodles and hot dogs.
Yeah.
No, we've got a ninja this year.
Yeah, we're taking a ninja. So if anybody's like short of food or all that, just grab one of us, give us your meal, and we'll stick it in the ninja.
Yeah.
One thing I'm going to say, and this is something that's spoke about every single year, is keep your wits about you. Honestly, stay vigilant. There's a lot of people out there that aren't nice. So you keep an eye on each other as well. Because, you know, when you're walking around and you put a mod down or anything like that, keep an eye. Because we've seen it many a year now, where even stands are having mods nicked off there, tables have mods nicked off there. There are some unsavoury characters out there, few and far between, but there are out there. So keep an eye, keep your wits, be vigilant, and look after each other.
Steam bugs, just use your wank socks on, you'll be fine.
I can smell the diabetes.
I mean, Pug said before as well, you need to take a fully functioning liver, and I've got to be honest, we're all going to struggle after last May to get one of them.
Comfy shoes is a must, because believe it or not, you are going to be on your feet quite a lot.
You're going to be walking around a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Comfy shoes is a must.
And water. Now, I will give you another little tip. Water is expensive.
Food is expensive.
But water isn't that expensive in the little shops that are outside.
Yeah.
About £1.50 for one of them sort of like Buxton big ones. Her name's Betty.
Honestly, tech food, right? This is one thing that I think I say every single year, right? Take your own food. I got ripped off on the first year I went there. I went to the Subway. Yeah, I'm the second. I went to Mark and Jan are going, take a pack up. We'll bring you some sandwiches if you want. And I'm like, no, you're all right. I'll grab some while I'm in there. I went to Subway, and I shit you not, I spent the same amount on a half 6-inch sub. Nearly didn't maths then. A half foot long, right? A 6-inch sub and a cookie and a drink. And it was about 9 or 10 quid. I shit you not. It was very, very expensive. Ooh. So take your own food in.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I totally agree with you, because I got ripped off by Subway about 4 times in an hour.
You only wanted a cucumber sandwich.
Yeah.
It is
fucking very expensive.
Yeah, water. Again, though, if you check out the stores or the stands that have them sort of like the water hanging around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or if you can't, get beer. There's always a bar. There's always a bar on someone's stand. Make friends with them.
Lots of friends with them.
Yes. It's when you start moving around standing, you're like, thank you. Thank you. I've not been here yet. Thank you.
Faxy's just hit a good one as well, because cash and bank cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need both.
Yeah, 100%.
You don't take cash at the bar either. You only take card. When I was there, when they had the free like sort of bars and champagne at places, I turned into like them 4 lions. Do you know when he goes up there? Can I have 4 bottles of bleach, please? Started doing different disguises.
That was the same year that Mark was sat in that Ferrari going,
yeah.
And then going, it's the bubbles.
It's the bubbles.
It's the bubbles.
Honestly, he'd had what did you have? You went, come down here. We found this bar that are selling. They're giving away prosecco.
Well, they said it was champagne, but I thought it was definitely prosecco.
Yeah.
Tastes
if
like
I'm
shit,
honest,
but
one
hey,
thing,
the
pints aren't that expensive, are they?
Well,
if I remember right,
the first time I ever went, they were about £4. Then they went up to £4.50. I think last time you and me went, I think they were £5.50.
I honestly take your own food. Make sure you've got enough card and cash, because do you know what? Even if I always say, set yourself a budget before you go. Even if that budget is 300 quid, 50 quid, whatever, set yourself a budget, because it is pretty easy to stick to it unless there's specials, which means that this year is going to be pretty difficult, because I know that there's some stuff being released.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. I know Dovepo's got a
5
few big releases coming up.
But keep a budget. Do you know what? It's not great going there and spending above your station, because you'll walk away and it'll not be as much of an enjoyment. If you go there, my thing is I always pick one thing. I always try and pick one special item that I can take away that's actually got sentimental value and everything else. But my dot mod, I bought my dot mod Petri Light from there, and I adore it. I did want a Tiffany blue one, but Mark told me I weren't.
Is there anything else that you'd think, Vic, of what you should take?
You've basically covered everything. Water, that's the big one, because it's too fucking expensive in there. Basically, anything that you drink or anything that you consume, especially if you want lunch, it is far easier to nip into a supermarket and get a little box of sandwiches or something. Because even if you go into the shops like your Subway or something in the Presidio or whatever the fuck it's called at the entrance to the NEC, it's still a bit on the expensive side. It really is. Or if you're at the Premier Inn, just have a fucking huge breakfast and you can skip lunch.
I'll tell you another thing I would take if I'm honest. Never tried it yet, but I'm going to, because it's a bastard. Is take some talc, because chafage is a bitch.
Yes.
But Paul McCartney had it really bad.
It's fucking horrendous.
I'm going to say one thing that we've said every year as well, which is, for the newbies, for the people who are going for the first time, do not be afraid to say no to leaflets, because if you start grabbing, they're like seagulls on a bag of chips, right? So the moment you pick that first leaflet off that person, you will be cracked by people with leaflets, and they will be like, there you go.
Chasing you, trying to shove leaflets down your damn throat.
Say no. Say no. Take a rucksack as well.
And also, 100% take a corkscrew, because I've been in this. Everyone knows about this story. I'm not going to tell it again, but I've been in that predicament before. All right? Just take a fucking corkscrew. I mean, to be fair, by the sounds of things, the amount of people that have said in chat, I'll bring you a corkscrew, Grizz, I'll bring you a corkscrew. There's going to be fucking 300 people stood there with corkscrews that don't even drink fucking wine.
Yeah. Honestly, if you can think of it, take it. That's kind of where it is. And do you know what? It's a long weekend. So it is a long weekend. And as much as it'll feel like, be expecting Concrud at the end, right? Concrud is real.
I know for a fact I'll get Concrud. I always do.
Concrud is real. Now, it's not explained what it is. You just feel shit for a couple of days or a week or whatever. But honestly, just set out to have the best time possible. Because do you know what? It's going to be, if you love this community and you love this industry as much as we do, the social aspect, the new shiny stuff, everything rolls into one to be like one of the best weekends of your year.
Do you know you were saying there about obviously set yourself a budget and don't go over that? Also, don't, as soon as you get there Friday, don't spend your money.
Wait.
If you're there on a Friday, just take your time. That'll be there still. They'll have loads of them there. And again, Saturday, just start waiting on till that Sunday. And you'll start getting the deals. The deals start coming out on the Sunday. And that's what you're there for at an expo. If you're there on the Friday and the Saturday, they're going to want to sell it at the top price that they can give it you. You might get a little bit discount than what you'd get in a bricks and mortar store, but I'd just hold on a little bit or wait till the end of the Saturday. Unless they're saying there's only that one of it.
Another thing as well.
John, proper coils, I don't do that, everyone. You must have been in season, son.
But honestly, if it's your first one, it's going to be amazing because everyone is so nice. I've only ever had good experiences at Expo. I have only had some of the best memories in this community come from Expo, and it is going to be absolutely great. And it's just going to be, it'll blow you away. It's easy to walk in that first time and just go,
oh God,
absolutely lose yourself in it and enjoy it. And I hope you all do and all have a beer for me because I will be absolutely gutted. And I know
you're going to be missed, mate. You're going to be missed, bro. Big star.
October, I will make up for it. I promise.
And also, and I think this goes for the lads over at the Saturday show as well, and Kenny and Craig show on Friday. I think they do theirs. If you see one of us, don't be scared to walk up and say hello, because the amount of times that people have turned out like the week after Expo and say, "Oh, Vic, I was going to walk up and say hello, but you looked fucking pissed off." I always look pissed off. It's the way my face looks when I'm not smiling.
Yeah, he's a proper miserable bastard. He's a proper miserable bastard.
Let's reiterate on that. Just please do us a favour, and I mean I'm not there, but please do us a favour. When you come over to us, and if you come over to us, please do not use your real name. Use your YouTube handle.
Yeah, the YouTube handle. I get confused.
Yeah, exactly that. And not only that, you don't have to stare. Just come over and say hello. We are real people on the other end of this camera. I had it last year where we had a couple of people who'd just gone.
I always said the story. First time I walked into an Expo.
Simon Jedi Warner.
Not Simon Jedi Warner, no. It used to have like an American bloke that come in.
Balls.
Balls, Sonic.
Fucking Balls.
Hi, my name's Balls. I went, hi, I'm Cock. And he's
I miss Balls.
Yeah, balls. Yeah, he came over. I think he got the Michael that you wanted to.
He
to
fucking
get.
did the bastard.
I mean,
We'll sell it to him. Yeah, you know, you're absolutely
One of these
fucking
fellas.
brilliant.
Yeah, I ended up picking one up, but I paid double what he
Oh
paid.
my god, that is so my mod.
What, the Vape Michael? It's a cracking mod. 200 watts of pure power.
I'm
know,
not
you've never
bothered
seen
what
the
it is.
Vape
It's got
Michael mod
zombies
before?
all over it.
Oh, have you got the zombie one?
It's got zombies all over it, man. That is so mine.
Yeah, it's the Michael.
Are you getting rid of that one, Vic?
No, it's up in the shelf.
Not for long, it's not.
It was the same as when we did on that actual mod.
That's the Gabriel.
That's the Gabriel. Yeah.
It wasn't that one that you had though. We sat and we did it, and we did. Obviously, Higgy Sigs were a part of the UK network. You go back all them years. 2016.
Oh, the Black Ice Challenge.
The Black Ice Challenge, and we all did it on there.
Oh.
And I think we did about 150 watts.
We did 200 watts. Do you know what? Me and you.
All my mouth and everything.
Your Mark literally hardcore 200 watts and went, don't know what you're on about. I'm going, no, what you're on about.
Yeah, but what had happened was, straight away they give it me, it was still hot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I have actually got that recorded.
I'm sat down there trying to take it like something off of TikTok. It burnt my fucking lips and every 3rd-degree burns.
It was hardcore. That Black Ice Challenge was hardcore.
Anyway,
Honestly,
Adam, I'm looking at your face and it doesn't look like anything's come on it yet.
I best empty my sack.
It's time, son. It's time.
It's not very often he looks like that, is it?
Oh, I've seen it one time. First time I met him, I thought he were a plasterer.
Can you remember that banana? So, Expo story. For the new people, have you ever heard this story about the banana?
No.
So, right. While we were doing Last of the Summer Vapes, right, we wanted a decent picture for the group and for the videos and stuff like that. So all three of us took a load of pictures, and I can't actually remember for the life of me who was taking the picture. It could have been Gailey, it could have been Bunny, it could have been someone like that.
I think it was
They pulled a banana out, and they went, Aiden, get down there and chew that banana. Because obviously Mark was holding it in a certain area, right? He was holding it in a certain area, and Aiden's going, I'm not going down there. I'm not going down there.
Fucking brother, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not having that picture
He
taken.
went around going to fucking peel it.
I'm like, Honestly, some of the best memories. Don't be afraid. Honestly, don't be afraid to make a fool of yourself, because it is hilarious. And trust me when I say that someone will have video evidence. I white knuckle rode the back of Zan, I think it were. I
white knuckle. I don't know how to take that, mate.
Do you know what he had?
We'll see Zan later on.
Honestly, so there was Zan on scooter. I'm sure it was Zan on scooter.
Oh, I think he borrowed mine.
Yes, and I jumped on the back. I jumped on the back of him.
See,
and
you never mentioned the scooter at first.
No, I jumped on Zan. Do you know what? Zan is my man crush. I am not gonna lie. Zan is my man crush anyway. He's a beautiful man. And
very to the point as well.
Oh yeah, straight to. And he was riding around. I literally threw my arms around him and jumped on the back of the scooter. I had got Nick from Daily Vape TV recording. I'd got Chris Empire Vape Co. Recording. Literally being dragged around. I actually risked copyright striking by putting the Top Gear music over it in the vlog.
Yeah.
As I spun round. Honestly, do not be afraid to make an absolute tit of yourself, because someone will have video evidence, and you will have the best time.
I think last time we were there, fucking
it was Shrek.
You know, nice guys but a little bit vapey.
Remember them? Yeah, Matt and the gang.
Yeah. Didn't Matt jump on your scooter last time and nearly tipped the fucker over?
Yeah.
he just hanged a right.
Because I think he was slightly drunk as well. Come to think of
it, he was pissed up with fucking proper coils all weekend. I don't think proper coils come out till the Sunday morning. They were off the noodle all fucking week.
Slightly drunk because they were on the fucking drink all the way through the weekend, for fuck's sake.
If you get chance, and this is a legendary thing, if you get chance, try UK Andy's Jaeger Chai. Unless you're driving, right? That first year I turned up, I was driving there and back. Andy goes, try this. I'm like, that's nice. What is it? It's like Jaeger Chai. What the fuck?
You know what I'm saying about Zan, straight to the point. One of my favourite ones, the first XO that I come down. Obviously, you know I'm a bit bouncy. It all depends how I am, but I'm a bit bouncy.
Yeah.
I think about 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, wandered out to Vic and Zan sat at the table at the Premier Inn. And this was before, like, there were, like, loads of people there. It was, like, just us. There were me and Vic, and there were Zan. And he went, if you go fucking yo, he says,
Do you know what's bad, right?
say yo, at 7 o'clock in the morning.
When you see Zan's face, if he says, I'm going to crack you, you know he's going to crack you.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a unit. He's a fucking unit. But it was just so funny how he did it. I so laughed.
Absolutely, my man crush, that guy. I love Zan to pieces.
But again, Shrek was on his scooter as well. He were off his face on whatever he'd been drinking and also painkillers.
I'll never forget.
Other Sean, Grizz, first time I saw you, you were dry humping the floor by Shy Tots. To be honest with you, mate, proper John Propercars was probably underneath me somewhere going, ah!
What ohms is this? It's the wrong ohm! It's the wrong ohm!
How come your coil's straight? I'll tell you something. Do you know what? We all have these memories, and all the people that are knocking around. And do you know what? And this is cliched, but you are going to make yours next week and just have the best time, because you are going to walk away with stuff like this.
Oh, yeah.
We've had some of the nicest validation as streamers, as vape reviewers. And and we've had plenty of that while we've been there. I got the forever nickname of mincing hairdresser because of Vapor Expo.
It's that bag, mate.
Literally, right?
Bag.
Literally, it is the best time. So enjoy yourself, enjoy everyone as well, because you're going to meet people, you're going to say hello, and do you know what? It's just the best time. It is literally the best time.
Mate, I'm going to cry because you're not going.
I know.
Anyway, Gwyneth Paltrow, can you start fucking in this bag?
It's like he's saying goodbye to us forever.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm so jealous. I fucking hate you all.
That's better, son. Say
So
what
then,
you
ladies
really
and
mean.
gentlemen, get out. Question two.
The fucking blow!
I did. I had to. I had balls for tea, and if it lingers here, I'm going to be put off.
Smell that, love. It's
Your
your
mic
sister.
broke up there as well, and it sounded like you just said I had balls for tea.
I did. Ben Martin writes in. Question to each caster. Not counting any chance of getting gifts for review because you're dead famous on the UK's #1 vape show. With what looks to be some nifty bits. I love the fact that you put nifty in there, Ben. Nifty bits of kits being released. What would you spend your own money on at Expo? And in brackets, he has got can't buy beers.
Ah.
I'm looking at the what Billy Lee Rice put it in the one
Elf
from
bar.
Logan. The
Yeah, the
Stubby.
new. Yeah, the trip. What?
Is it the Stubby? It released about 4 months ago.
Yeah, the stubby.
But I think there's something new from Bogan coming out at the Expo as well.
Yeah.
But it was something that I'd like to pick up is the Stubby, and also the one that you've just reviewed as well. The MTL looks.
Oh, this is a fucking.
Albrecht.
The Albrecht. The
Yeah,
Albrecht 2, fucking phenomenal mouth to lung tank. Love it. Love it.
sounds
Yeah,
like a
it's the Stubby
scouser trying to
21,
say a
it's
name,
the
isn't it?
Stubby 21,
Yeah.
the 21700 version of the Stubby, innit?
But I think there's another new mod that's coming out that might have Bogan involved with it as well, from what I was reading. It's not the Stubby, it's something else.
I think Mike just put something in there about somebody's not turning up with it. They've had some sort of trouble with the getting into the country.
Oh,
Mike Haynes.
let's scroll up
Sure.
and see what Mike said.
What's he say?
It was quite a little bit further up. It was as we were talking, but that mouth on there, and the Stubby.
The.
Albrecht.
Yeah, I'd like to have a look at your MTL. It's called the.
You gonna focus in? You fucking stupid piece of shit. Fucking focus. Fucking there we go. The Albrecht 2, mouth to lung RTU.
You need to get rid of these. Just do that.
See, I'm still in a Logitech. I'm still in
Yeah.
a Logitech. I really need to set. I really need to because I've got the Canon cameras here now. I need to set up one of them in a
Well,
tripod
then,
behind the monitor.
Yeah, there.
Anything for you, Vic?
I mean, hell, DovePo's already sent me an email saying they're going to be keeping back some of the stuff that they're going to be, well, that they're going to mail. They've mailed one of the items out, and they were saying something about the fucking Expo. So that's the thing that I was looking at, but there's nothing else that's catching my eye. The thing is, though, we're going to be hanging out at the Home Zone or something, right next to the bar, and I know for a fact if I walk past Vape Smart or Stu, I'm going to end up buying something. I know for a fucking fact about, because I've already got half his fucking stuff up there on the shelf, and he makes some really good mods.
Yes.
Really good mods.
Mike says it's DWM are not releasing their new merch Expo as their supply problems.
I'm looking forward to, I can't remember who it was, October Expo. We were stood at the Home Zone, and there was a guy there that had all handmade mech mods. Like, they were fucking amazing as well. All laser etched, all hand etched stuff. I think Pugs was stood there when I was looking. Pugs bought a few. I didn't have any coin at that Expo though. I kind of just went down for the day, but I'm hoping to get something nice from there.
Scuba, right there, Scuba. Right
Scuba.
You what, mate?
I said you spent £40 on a fucking burger. I don't know what you're on about. Then moaned at me that you didn't realise that you could get an extra fucking patty.
I know, I was fucking livid at that. I was fucking livid. When yours came out and yours had an extra patio on, I was bouncing.
It doesn't matter, you ate mine anyway.
I did,
Just out of spite.
To be fair though, you had to give it to us to cheer us up. I was fucking wounded, mate. I didn't realise that option was there.
Cracking question, Ben.
Yeah, that
Thank
was
you very
it.
much.
Mods. Some of the stuff they had was fucking brilliant.
To the ice machine.
You need to go to the fax machine.
Well,
It's going to the ice machine.
I thought you said fax machine. Just going to the fax machine, just receiving a fax.
Yeah.
Someone's put a transfer bid in for me halfway through the show. He's going to a Saturday show.
I wonder if he's got some sort of strange vigilante suit that he's got to quickly high on, go out and fight crime.
He's going to dress as a mech mod.
He's just had some crime come through on a fax. It's like his bat signal.
Mr. William Dobson, I will not be on Tramadol that weekend because there's no way I can be on the trams and drink lots of beer at the same time. I'd pass out and need to go to fucking hospital. I'll be on the cocodamol and paracetamol instead.
I'm going to squeeze a little question into Cass's questions, right? Just before Adam does his next one, right? I want to squeeze a little question in. Vic, what time on Thursday do you think you'll waddle off the bed?
See, it depends what kind of state I'm in.
Yeah, because I think it was about 8 o'clock. I think it was about 8 o'clock last May, wasn't it?
Because the thing is, I mean, last May, I met up with Jenny, and then we waited on Nick coming in, and then we all trundled in, and Sean was waiting there with the fucking pints all lined up, and I was like, oh, it's going to be one of those nights then.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those afternoons.
Brilliant. I was trying to ring you when you was again. I was saying, what years want to fucking drink? You're having a drink as soon as you get in here. I'm already 2 pints in.
And fucking Aiden walks in and I'm already fucking half sloshed and it was only like fucking 5 in the afternoon or so.
If I remember right, Aiden walked in and said, "You all right, Vic?" And he went,
Sat there, he got his phone, he was trying to order. Got all some food. See, I'm normally there. I usually get the train, so I'm normally there by 3.
Well,
so
I'm getting the 8
waiting
o'clock.
for everybody else coming in.
I'm getting the 8 in the morning train, and I think it's arrived because there's no stops in the way. It's direct now because they fixed all the lines. I think I arrive at the train station up in Birmingham about 12:30 in the afternoon or something.
Oh fuck! Vic's going to be twatted.
I'm hoping that we're going to get there pretty early because one of the things I've always wanted to do is be able to go to the show before it's open to anybody. You know how they're setting up and do a little bit of camera and stuff. I've always wanted to do that.
I did it on the first year, but it was only like a couple of hours before it opened. I managed to get in. That was the year that I got took under the wing by Dave Dawn.
Oh, Dave Dawn, I miss him.
If you remember, they used to have the big Vapor Trails TV set up, like stage and everything else. And Dave's like, you look lost, little boy. Come and sit in here with me and have a cup of coffee. And I'm like, I love you, Dave Dawn. I'm like, I love you. You're Dave Dawn. And he went, yes, I am.
The thing about Dave just didn't give a fuck.
Dave was
still
He
incredible.
really didn't.
He's very, very much missed in the vape community, and I'm
Yes.
glad he's doing his van life videos. So
Oh yeah, he's doing his own thing now. But
yeah,
what
absolutely cracking chap.
what he
Open your
started
cock.
is still going.
Woohoo!
Because he basically started the New Nicotine Alliance, and that's
Yeah,
still
he
going
did.
to this day.
Cracking guy. Next question is from the coolest name in the game, Billy Lee Rice. Writes in.
He's absolutely lovely.
Hiya guys, hope this is a cracking question. I've just been pre-reading this one. Hiya guys, hope you're all doing well and looking forward to the Vape Expo. It really saddens me to hear the lovely ladies talking on Three Men and a Vape show last night. If you didn't already catch it, I haven't watched it yet. I've got it on replay, saved to my saved to watch later videos. So I can't wait to watch that. But last night, explaining why they would never stream again like they used to. They mentioned nasty comments and the toxicity of, thank you for big words, of it all towards the end. My question is, apart from stamping on their heads, joke, how would you tackle stamp out bullies or / bullying? Before I started to watch live shows on YouTube, I had no idea how bad online bullying was. Overall, the vaping community are the most welcoming group of people I have ever come across, and it saddens me that a few bad eggs are ruining it for the majority.
Easy, you basically ignore him.
So, unfortunately, we know that this large, loving, heartfelt, welcoming community at large is one of the best communities to ever be part of, unless you go on Reddit, because they're all dicks.
Oh god,
But
yeah, Reddit. Oof.
on YouTube, there's a very easy way to deal with it. Either block them and ignore them, or do the best that you fucking can and beat them.
Yeah, that
Because-
works well.
Do you know what? We are surrounded, and the problem is because the YouTube community now is as compact and as great as it is at its smallest it's ever been. Because of YouTube, not because of the community, and this is not because of the community not wanting to be there.
Because YouTube
It's
are
because of YouTube. And what YouTube have done to the vape reviewers. You think of how many vape shows we used to have and things like that. But the problem is, the small few, what you have to do is don't join them. We don't have to stoop to them levels. We just have to beat them. And that is by us as casters bringing you guys the best shows. And that's throughout the community. That's not just saying we're the number one, even though we are, but that's through every community. The way that we do that as a community is we have great spanners who do the work and always get thanked at the end of every show to keep you guys safe. We try and bring you the best content, even if that is 50 minutes worth of buffet like the other show. But you like that one? But honestly, the vape community is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And the only people who can keep it there are us guys. And do you know what? Everyone and anyone can do a great show in their own right, but we don't have to
bugs.
drop.
50 minutes more.
But do you know what? If we go out there and support each other, the rest is pretty easy. Let's forget about the rest of them. That's all we need to do, because we have lost some great shows and also lost some great people along the way.
Yeah.
But do you know what? We all stick around. We're all there for each other. People like Bunny, Gailey, and Mama Jules. I absolutely adore Jules. She's from my hometown. She moved up Scotland. She is one of the nicest women I have ever met, along with Gailey and Bunny. Every time I see them, they get the arms round, and that's how we're supposed to be. And we can only do that by showing people how good we are.
Oh yeah.
Grizz, what do you think?
Me personally, I will probably second everything that Adam says, apart from the fact that I will add to it and say that, like he said, one of the best
I love
things
the
to
Queen.
ignore it. Fuck shit and monkey tits. No, it is the best thing to 100% ignore it and just kind of get on. Concentrate on yourself. Don't concentrate on what they're doing, right? Because what I do take is great enjoyment knowing that one time said bullies or whoever they are, whatever they are, will one time say the wrong thing to the wrong person or the wrong person's wife, and they will get a fucking yucking. So it is what it is, you know. And that is one thing I stand by all the time, and it will happen. Karma comes round, you know, and that is the saddest thing. Any community that you go into, any community that you enter, you can support all the shows if you want, but you can guarantee there will be 1 or 2 shows where you aren't made to feel welcome. Shit like that. Just fuck off. Just don't fucking have anything to do with it. Just disappear. Don't fucking watch it. You know?
Yeah. Obviously, Vic, over the years, you've been a target from a hell of a lot of people. Sometimes you've done stuff wrong years ago and bits of road where you've said maybe things wrong, but over the last, since I've been on the show, you've not fucking said out to anybody or done out to anybody or anything. And you've been attacked massively. And obviously that must take a toll a little bit on your mental health and how you actually feel about things.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
But I think you've dealt with the shit really well.
I mean, the way I look, the way I look at it is, when the channel first started 9 fucking years I've been doing this. When the channel first started 9 years ago, I was a lot like J Hayes before J Hayes was J Hayes, to be honest. For that first 2 years when I was doing the original reviews back here in the house, and then when the health problems started, which was about 6 or 7 years ago now, I basically started to calm down. And the way I looked at it is, if you talk crap, you're blocked. That's it. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss. I think someone put Hanky Panky put ignorance is bliss, and that's very true. Because do you know what? And I've said this a multitude of times. You know, at the end of the day, turn that fucking computer off and step away. Because do you know what? We are here for entertainment. We are here for charity. We are here for anything, right? But we are here for you, and you are here for us. It is a community. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what someone says. It doesn't matter what anyone writes. Turn that computer off. Go and spend time with your family. Go and spend time with anyone else. Because do you know what? At the end of the day, it's not worth it.
My sort of taking it, I was massively, and when I mean massively lucky, I was brought into a family. And when I mean a family that's never left me. Now, as you all know, I suffer from bipolar, so I have ups and downs. So you get Aidan, who's on here, who's really down, but then you'll get a message from me which makes no sense at all. And every single one of these on this cast, all the girls, everybody who's been a part of me, they've had it. It happens with me. It's just a part of my bipolar, and they've took me for who I am, and they're a massive family to me. And sometimes I get a little bit fed up with it, and I get a bit upset about stuff. But I'm so damn lucky to have all these friends that I've had from 2016 when I first ever started. I went on Mark's show. My brother brought me into it all after I had my mini stroke. And I met a family that's always been there for me, no matter what's ever happened. And that's the bit that really matters to me. The shows I absolutely love. I love laughing. I love having a joke. And do you know, half the people who cause the shit have never met you. Never met you. And what they've done is they've listened to a certain individual or somebody else about you. And they don't really actually know you. And they don't know the proper stories of anything else because it gets twisted to make it look that they're better than somebody else when they're not. And like you said, and Pugs put it in there, the community, the vaping community, you've only got to look at the misfits of what they've done, the charity stuff I've done as well with the cancer, with the prostate cancer and everything else.
Charity stuff that the Simon 62 show's done, the Saturday show,
Yeah.
Simon's 62. They did absolutely fantastic with theirs. What was that? I think that were over like $4,000, wasn't it? Well, they
some 4 or 5 grand it was.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. So there is a vaping community out there. Unfortunately, there is a tiny section of people that want to listen to a certain people and then attack you for no reason.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll quickly add to that as well. I know it's one question. It's going to take a while. It is a deep question, right? When I first kind of entered the vape community, I didn't know anyone. Didn't know anyone. Like Aidan said, he was very lucky. He was brought him, but I didn't know anyone. Didn't know no one. And I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I have Tourette's. And the first ever expo that I went to was the first ever place in my whole life that I have felt comfortable and welcomed, where I haven't been pointed and laughed at and shit like that.
That's what we do.
Bar a select few, usually the same old fucking names, but bar a select few. And I have never ever felt so welcomed into a community. So there is a fucking community out there. It's fucking amazing, and it's to be honest with you, it looks like it's getting kind of back to where it was. A lot of I've seen a lot of old names coming in and shit. It's good, and it will get back there. But like I say,
I think that were brilliant. I said this to you and Louise the other day, right? I was Balf Plus, is it? Is that how you say it? Balf Plus?
Balf Plus, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say now bipolar, yeah, it can be the most funniest thing. I said to you the other day, didn't I? I absolutely love it when I had such a good day the other day. I was on a high, I had a manic, and I was so high and I felt so happy. The feeling inside me, you and me were talking, weren't we, Sean? And I said to Lou, for all them days that I feel really low and it's not great, but when I'm having them days when I'm absolutely, and there's jokes are coming out and I'm just so happy. It's a lot better than me taking my medication and dulling me, because that's what it did. I took my medication and it dulled me, and I would dull all the way through it, which I'm probably dull now, but I mean it made me not who I am. So it was a great day the other day, and I had a good day today as well. So take them as they come.
So, Billy, thank you very much. And
she's
to be fair,
lovely as well.
Everyone deals with it in their own way, but deal with it as the community that we are. If you're ever feeling shit, get in touch with someone. Everyone will listen.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Bang on, Pugs.
Bang on,
Fist
yeah.
bump for that shit. Yeah, bang on, mate.
Cracking question. So Sean Garb writes in, and this follows this up perfectly. It's as if they wrote it after each other. To all casters, one of my favourite films is Fight Club. So name someone you'd like to have a fight with, alive or dead, real or fiction. Why?
I should never have said this one follows it up. He should never have said it.
Why that person? No pacifist answers. It's just for fun.
Oh God. I'll let everyone else go first.
So I would like to have a fight with the lead designer of 2016 Smock. 2016, 2017 Smock, right? We're going from the RSBT rebuildable to the X Cube to the Alien, right? I'm talking that sort of range. I would slap him up the side of the head and say, look at your shit and deal with it. Stop releasing TFV 12, TFV 1, TFV 9, TFV 8.
You mean when Smock was releasing just, See, because I'm not in the studio now, I'm actually going through all the stuff and sorting out what's actually going to be auctioned off, like, at the end of summer. And I came across, and I completely fucking forgot about this. It's the old Smock V12. At the front, it looks good, but see when you spin it round, what the flying fuck is that supposed to be?
No idea.
It's like, what the fuck are you thinking, Smock?
No idea.
Spider eyes.
Spider eyes, it is.
I've got loads of these old mods. They were used
to be fair,
for the
that looks like Sean's chest.
Yeah. Is there a third button? Is there a third button?
There's about 6.
Hey, I've got to show you this as well. My Expo t-shirt, right? Just speaking of
where you were going.
Right?
I've got to show you this.
Sam, right? Sam sent me 2 t-shirts the other day. Obviously, an upgrade to me fuck shit and monkey tits.
She's amazing, Sam.
Oh, honestly, she's got like all the stuff to make t-shirts and stuff like that. So if you ever want t-shirts, hit her up. But she made me this one, and I didn't know about it. Her and Lynn got the heads together and made it. And look at this.
Yes.
That's ace.
How good
Great
is that?
design as well, that.
Okay, that's cool. That is cool.
So that one's mine.
No, Gail, I've still got it.
If he looks outside now, it's probably full of like settees and stuff. Because if you leave a fucking skip outside our house, that would be full of
That
everybody
wouldn't
else's
surprise
shit.
me. Wouldn't surprise me.
Go on, Vic. Just,
Go on, you three pass that question around.
Yeah. So I think all three of us would fucking pick the same people.
Yeah.
I think all four of us really would, but
Yeah.
I was being diplomatic.
Joseph Stalin.
It's a good job I'm only 3 vodkas down. I'd probably kick his fucking cat as well. Alive or dead, I'll pick fucking Putin. Same fucking reason, different job.
I'd go for Joseph Stalin. What the fuck were you thinking when you took communism and royally fucked it? Because here's the thing, right? Marx had the fucking good idea. And then fucking Stalin came in and just, what the fuck? I'll have to punch
Apparently
them.
he was a very good dancer.
Apparently he was.
Come
Apparently
closer,
it was.
Tiny Dancer.
I did like Army Man Brad's as well. Thingy Warwick and Vic.
Yeah.
I like that one. That's it. Vic kicking the fuck out of a Wookiee. No, not a Wookiee. What are they called?
Ewok.
Ewok, yeah.
Oh, we're close. They're fucking airy. So does that complete that question?
It's Sean.
Think nicely.
Do you know what? Do you know what this moment reminds me of? Right.
Jeremy Beadle.
No, Ghostbusters. Right. The reason it reminds me of Ghostbusters is right at this second in time, Sean is Ray. Right. And we could end up with a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Red and everything because I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We could end up with a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man moment where he's deciding to be diplomatic, but a tick tells him otherwise.
No, I can suppress it when I want to, and I will. I'll be honest with you, right? Here's the thing with me, right? It's not going to be a famous person or anything, but what I will say is I would scrap with any bully, right? I would scrap with anyone that will belittle anybody.
Yeah.
Anytime. And I'm quite happy to do that.
I'll be next.
And I'll leave it at that.
Cracking question. Nice quick one. To all casters, this is from the wonderful Gareth Barker.
Gareth.
To all casters, who out of the casters is going to Expo?
Me!
Who out of the
I'm saying till
who
Sunday.
out of those who out of those going to Expo is off to the awards?
Me.
Me, Sean, and I think Jane's coming. Unfortunately, Vic's not coming.
Jane's.
You should be coming, mate.
Nah, I've got a feeling I'm going to be rough on Friday
Only
night.
on weekends. He only rubs the pole on a weekend. Come on.
Oh, mate, we'll give you a lift on that pole.
Nah, I've got a feeling I'm gonna be rough on Friday night because it's the tramadol that basically carries me through all the fucking shit pain I've got in the evening, and I might be rough. I don't want to chance it.
Cracking question, Gareth Barker. Thank you very much. Paul Doling writes in my tent under Bentley Bridge. May the
Mate, I'm
4th
coming,
be
bro, I'm
with
coming.
you. May the 4th be with you.
Nanu,
On that
nanu.
subject, with
nothing
Star
to do with
Wars
it,
movies, which Star Wars movie/TV series should never, in your opinion, have ever been made? The prequels.
All of them.
Wow. Dark.
Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get butchered. I don't give a shit. I don't like them. Think the shit.
I think obviously you can't like exactly what you said. The ones that were added on, they were just not the same.
The
They
prequels.
were all right, but they were not Star Wars, and there wasn't Return of the Jedi and The Empire Strikes Back. They were
The
not
originals.
the same. But I really do like Boba Fett. I don't like
Yeah.
Mandalorian. I think that's a load of shit.
Oh, you don't
not?
like Mandalorian? Oh,
No, fuck it. I can't take my helmet off. He's been spending half at last series with his fucking helmet off.
Yeah, but that's the idea. It's a learning curve for Mando. But
Well, the trouble is, he's gone from fighting all them fucking zombie things. Now he's got an helmet on with a booster
Look
pack.
at Grogu. Grogu's sad you don't like
Well,
him.
that is the most stupidest part of fucking anything.
Grogu is the most amazing part. You take that back.
Is it bollocks? It's like watching, you know, like if you go back to the 70s when we watched, 80s, 70s, 80s, when we watched Hulk.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you had the proper Hulk, Yeah, we
I
have
am-
a little puppet, and he walks. They move him like a little puppet, and then they throw him.
Right. So
They do. It's like that's not the
Which
Force.
one's this?
You've just got Jeff fucking sat down at background in a green suit, throwing this little dummy across the room. That's not the Force.
I will
Jeff,
honestly.
he's not on about you. He's not on about you, son.
I
Don't
will
worry.
defend Grogu because I am a diehard. I am a good old fashioned geek, right? I read the original canon and all that.
It doesn't look right, son.
I'm gonna say
It's
so.
a
I'm gonna defend
puppet.
him. It's a puppet.
That's like sitting down there. Why don't you
check
stick fucking Kermit the Frog on it?
I am gonna defend him because being a diehard, right? We always got told that Yoda was the only one in his species,
True.
right? And then what happened?
I
Where
can't
we got
remember that being said. Where did that set? Was said?
George Lucas said that Yoda is the only one from his species.
I can't remember him being in the films.
But in the lore, originally he was supposed to be the only one. Then they released a couple more in the prequels. Grogu, on the other hand, is enough to balance the Force, right? Big talk here, but he could be part Mandalorian, part Jedi.
What? He's been bumming the puppet.
Yeah, but
What's happening here? He seems taking a darker run. What's happening in that
What?
spaceship?
but Grogu is the future.
Who said? What do you mean? There's no. Who said? How?
You've set him off now, Adam.
How did fucking Yoda get there if there was no other fucking Yodery little things?
I'm just waiting for him
He
to turn round to you. I'm just waiting for him to turn round to you. It's a good job you're not going to fucking Expo, son. Smash your fucking
I
face
tell
in.
you, I know how you feel, Sean. He gets very aggressive, doesn't he?
Smash
You
your
talk
fucking
shit,
face
you
in,
do.
son.
Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Fucking hell, I'm
There's
gonna have to
lots
have
of them fucking little greeny things running around.
I'm gonna have a smoke.
There's millions of them. You still found the right fucking
You
planet,
talk
yeah?
shit, you do.
I'm gonna have a smoke.
Shit, you talk, you do.
Shit you talk, you do.
Oh my God. That oil's
Hey,
pretty
honestly,
hard.
did you see it fly through the air the other week?
Yeah, I
I
did.
watched it, right?
To be
They
fair,
threw it.
right?
There were no even strings or out. They threw it.
To be fair, right? The thing with Grogu is they did really well until the last two episodes, and then they went fuck it
Yeah.
and made him walk like that, and you're like,
Like a
oh,
frog.
why?
It looked terrible. And then they started doing this CGI shit where they put in Luke's face on somebody
Yeah,
else.
do you know what? They had a perfect replica of Mark Hamill to play young Luke in Sebastian Stan,
They did.
right?
They did.
You know,
And
just
they
swear about
refused it. They refused it and decided to do a really shit version of a deepfake. I am with you on that one.
Yeah, that deep fake didn't
Mate,
look right.
see,
It
I'm
didn't.
not,
No.
But I tell you what, Boba Fett. I
Yeah,
fucking
Boba Fett's
love
good.
that.
I've got to admit, the
Yeah.
the Boba Fett series was fucking phenomenal. I like the way they did that. I do. I like the way they
Mandalorian
did it.
2.5.
When they turned up as well, Jabba the Hutt's thing, it was like the in-laws turned up for Christmas. It was brilliant.
Paul Dolin, thank you very much.
Come
And
for Buffy.
may the fourth be with you.
Nanu, nanu.
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 William Dobson writes in. Fluff, Planet Shuffle, age can't remember. And so after going through the Tesco, and I have to say that, if you go in the group, you'll see it, Tesco asteroid belt, which took a bloody ages. We have
Bloody
now
stupid
arrived.
bastard woman, you took a bloody make a picture of me. Did she?
Yeah. I want a piece. I don't want one piece.
You've got tickle tackle.
We have now arrived at Fubar, which is a trendy trading post with, shall we say, exotic temptations. To all casters of the UK's #1 show, what would be your ultimate exotic last meal? And remember, Vic goes last, and don't forget, Vic is the last meal, so the diabetes go out the window.
I'd get the three-titted woman from Total Recall.
And just suck on
She's
each.
on me t-shirt. She's on me t-shirt.
I'm sorry as well, Craig. She's fictitious, but hey, she's got 3 tits. I'm thinking of it.
Give me a sec. I'll be back. I'll answer when
Go
I
into
come back.
fetch your Stromin.
Sat down
Now you
there
go and
to a
grab a beer.
Tesco meal.
You've mentioned the woman with 3 tits. I'm off for 5 minutes.
What would I have? I would probably go. I love steak.
Yes.
Probably go for a steak, but I wouldn't want chips. I'd want mashed potato.
Oh, yeah. And gravy.
Yeah,
Steak with mashed potato and gravy. Oh, it's your last meal. It's fine.
my last meal with a bottle of vodka.
Do you know what? Right, I really, really like
Used to be a
venison.
chef as well, so this
I
kid's
did,
gonna like.
and that, do you know what? I'm going to pick something really, really simple. So I would really like a haunch of venison because venison is delicious. Red currant and red onion gravy with probably I like chips. I do like chips. And I do like mash, and something like that would go really, really nice with mash. But I would like parmentier potatoes, you know, the little square ones.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. And do you know what? Purple sprouting broccoli. I had some the other night. Jackie cooked it absolutely perfectly, and that would be it for me.
Sat down there like fucking Robert De Niro going, what the fuck's he eating?
I did. You know what? Right. The best thing about it is Scott, my stepdad, walks in and went, "Is this broccoli all right? Purple sprouting. Is this broccoli all right?" And I'm like, "You fucking uncultured swine."
You uncouthful idiot. Next thing you're gonna like is some fucking little puppet going across the room.
Yeah.
I just heard the back end of that, and it's a nightmare getting a chef, someone who's really good at cooking, asking a question like this. And it's like, these little, it knows the names for the little square potatoes and shit.
Parmentier.
Fucking brilliant, yeah.
Your wife says,
Parmentier.
"Don't lie, Adam. You would have pizza."
I would have pizza. But that do you know what? Haunch of venison is like one of my favorite. It's supposed to be exotic. I could have a venison pizza.
Do you know my lad? He were absolutely amazing, my lad. We had a 12-inch pizza. I said, "Do you want it cut into 4 or 16?" He went 4. I couldn't eat 16.
To be fair, I can't cook anyway. I just like.
No, you. Where did Hagtash know mash?
Fucking black pudding.
No,
Black,
mash. I
where you all
remember
fucking came from that, bro? Go on, Vic. Last one.
that. A traditional,
me?
not the. Oh, that's you haven't been yet, Sean. You go first, Sean. On you go.
No, you go first.
All right.
Well,
He
let
said-
Sean go
said
first.
last
It's probably
one.
going to be like the outro, innit? We'll be here for a fucking
Fucked it a monkey shit. I love the Queen.
I was
Last
just going to
meal.
say a good... Oh, sorry, go on.
Traditional, not the fucking supermarket garbage. Traditional butcher's made haggis.
Oh yes.
Traditional, not that shit you get in fucking
Yeah.
supermarkets. Traditional haggis, neeps, tatties, little bit of gravy. Then after that, because
fucking hell,
I
three
don't need to care
courses.
because I don't need to care about the fucking diabetes, triple layer chocolate fudge brownie Black Forest Gateau cake.
Yes.
Because I can't eat them now. Can't eat them now. That's my fucking last meal. Fucking right.
I would 100% go for a traditional Sunday roast
Oh yeah, you can't beat a Sunday roast.
all day long.
What meat?
Beef, chicken, pork, lamb.
All
Bacon.
the
All them meats. All of them meats.
What veg you're having?
I don't have veg.
He
I have
just has all the meat.
mashed dairy. I have like a baby Sunday dinner. I have mashed dairy.
Just the mushy stuff and meat.
Yeah, yeah, blended. But yeah, I'd 100% go for a Sunday roast all day long. Fucking love a Sunday roast.
cabbage.
Cabbage.
Cabbage is one of them things that you think, oof, it looks all right, that I'll eat it. Nah, it's when it comes back in it.
No, pan fry it.
Don't like
Honestly, cabbage, pan fry it in butter.
Do you know? Obviously, I work in a pub on a Sunday,
Oh,
so obviously everybody's had a good old beer on the Saturday night, and then they've had the Sunday dinner, and they all turn out at 4 o'clock to watch the act.
you got a turn on?
That don't smell good in that place. Because we all know them Sunday dinner trumps, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
Don't say Sunday roast smoothie, Sean, because it won't ever be a Sunday roast smoothie. It will be extra things added into that smoothie,
Like
Yeah.
shrimp
crickets,
or something
like
like that.
crickets or fucking or Brazilian water beetles.
Yeah.
It's not nice.
Don't put no ideas out there, please. So
It took me two goes to actually get rid of the scorpion family.
Oh.
the scorpion were easy. Mine were just overcooked.
So here we go, fucking Gordon Ramsay. Mine one, I was gagging that this thing had been running around some sort of desert. Come on, some fucking Arab's Jap's eye and fucking jumped on my plate. It's not good.
I honestly, it were.
Oh my god, that is a painful piss, mate. That is a painful piss.
Well, you should have seen him. He was circumcised.
No, William, no.
You'd be standing there pissing, praying. Please, not the stinger first.
William, do you know what? That's banging. Add some hazelnuts with it as well.
No,
It
Brussels
tastes
sprouts.
like nuts anyway.
Brussels sprouts are fucking disgusting.
Oh, I thought
I'll
you
tell
were
you
about
something.
to
I'm
I'm
with
with you with that. They should be used to throw at people
Yeah.
just outside.
No. Brussels sprouts, how everyone has them, are disgusting because what people think is you have to boil the fuck out of them, so they end up being mushy and
Here's
releasing
Gordon
the
Ramsay
chemicals.
again.
No, what you do is finely slice them and pan fry them. You'll have a completely
So you're left
different
with bacon.
outlook on them.
You're
With
left
bits
with
of
really
bacon.
small bits of cabbage.
Yeah, exactly. Mini cabbages.
I actually quite like Brussels sprouts. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't like them. There's three vegetables I refuse to eat. Brussels sprouts.
Well, there's not many fucking left, is there?
Yeah, well, true. Brussels sprouts, broccoli, fucking hate broccoli, and parsnips. Hate fucking
I don't like
parsnips.
cauliflower. It tastes like Trumps.
Oh, I love cauliflower, especially with cheese on it. Cauliflower
Oh yeah,
cheese.
cauliflower and cheese is phenomenal.
I'm one of them people that Jackie, if she ever wants cauliflower, she has to cook it in a separate pan because I can
Look at
taste
my
it.
pans. Do my pans look big in this?
Cracking question. Craig Welsh writes in. I've got a couple here. Craig Welsh writes in. Is it for fuck's sake or for fuck's sake? It's for work, and I need this email to be professional.
That's a good question.
Well, it
I
depends
would
where
say
you are in the
fucks.
country, innit?
Yeah. It's eloquent to say fucks.
Just say
Because-
fuck off, daft cunts.
Yeah. Well, if you put fucks, it implies there's more fucks that are there.
And
Whereas
you
if you
don't
say
really give
for
that many
fuck's sake,
fucks, really.
to be fair, I give all of the fucks. So, like, you can't say for fuck's sake because that's only one. Well, for fuck's sake, I'm not really that pissed off.
So
Whereas
want
if
to
you
give all
say
the fucks.
for fuck's sake, you're proving that point, aren't you? Exclamation
I don't
mark
really
at
know
the
what I
end.
say. For fuck's sake.
See, it depends on. He should have put like a snippet of the email that he's wrote, so we know where that is sat in the
Yeah.
email.
So we know
Because what
roughly.
I'm saying is, obviously, if you are professional all the way from the beginning to the end, and then just sign it off, fuck off, daft cunts. That is
Can you
the
imagine
best.
that? You know, like you
Yeah.
get them things you've seen on the internet where you got like these really small kids and they do spelling tests for them. Spell
Yes, Paul
conundrum,
Dolan.
stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, spelling
and they go,
bees.
can you put that in a sentence? So then they go, for fuck's sakes, can you put that in a sentence, please?
I've got no more fucks to give. Paul
Yeah,
Dolan writes in.
Yeah, I love that.
Down.
That song is my
Oh,
favourite.
where's my brother when you need me?
Do you know what? Can you remember all those nights that we used to go, right, we're going to have some casters questions, but while we wait, Mark's going to play us a little tune. And it's just sit there going, ding, ding.
Bam, bam, bam. It took him about 3 minutes to actually tune the fucker back in.
You cannot fathom the immensity of fucks I do not give.
Yes, Eid. That's class. The poor spanners. Just the poor spanners are having a nightmare with this question.
Yeah. In the end, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, exactly. You don't give a fuck, but you stress so there's a lot of fucks to give.
Vic's just turned his speakers down so his mum can't hear. So what would you say, Vic?
Yeah, he's turned text to speech off as well.
See, I thought it was for fuck's sake, not fuck's sake. Because the thing is, you see it that quick, you can't really notice the difference.
Yeah.
For fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
it depends on how many fucks
You give.
have been fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Probably also how angry you are at the time.
true.
For multiple fuck's sake.
Yeah, exactly.
For
Fucking hell, Buddy's getting that fucking pissed off with it. She's fucking capital. It's for fuck's sake!
Excuse me, Bunny. Excuse me, Bunny. Can we have no capital letters, please?
Buddy's getting stressed. It's for fuck's sake, and how you dare change
Can
it?
you imagine though? Every single fucking answer to this question is getting hidden, and Bunny is probably the one sat there unhiding it.
Oh, let me try something. Alexa, is it for fuck's sake or for fuck's sake?
Oh my god, mate.
Everybody's is going for that now.
125 people have just fucking had a nightmare.
Mick from Late Night Vape Show. I don't give one. That's a polite one. Obviously, he's a taxi driver. He can't start shouting at everybody.
Stuart Valentine, just as well this topic weren't in the first 30 seconds of the show.
Still though, that one that Mick's just said, right? You should start it with fucks ? I don't give one. Class.
Cracking question. And I think that should bring us to the end of the questions. I think we've got one more.
We do.
And the wonderful Stuart Valentine has wrote in.
Love you, bro.
What would you do if your government banned all things vape related?
Oh fuck! There's a tough one. See,
You're welcome, Paul.
The thing is, though, I'm in the lucky position that I'm not going to run out of vape gear, and I'm also in a lucky position that I know how to mix my own liquids. But out of the 3.5 million vapors in the UK, you could probably be guaranteed 95% of them are not in that position. And that's the scary part.
Yeah. Do you know what? If you have prior notice, go out, prep, right? That'd be the easiest way to say it. Go out and prep. Good evening, Big G.
Big G, how are you doing?
How you doing, bro?
Go out there and stockpile. I think we're all very much in the similar boat with Vic, that we've got a good stockpile. Worst case scenario, right? I'd end up going back onto short fills.
Come on, let's think about it. We went through this a little bit when the TPD first came.
Yeah.
Because nobody knew what was going to happen. So there were people having like 17 litres of nicotine sat in the fridge. And in the freezer and stuff like that. We've gone through this before. But if they're going to ban it, where are you going to get your shit from? It's going to run out eventually. Apart from
exactly.
Crack. Look at the crack on that.
Oh, you want to get that fixed up?
I'm going to have to go for 5 minutes. It looked like when
Duncan Goodhue split his head open.
I'm going to have to go for 5 minutes again.
I love the fact you've got a mini fridge for
That
your
is
Nick.
so not what I would have in a mini fridge.
But
Well,
honestly,
Vic.
truthfully, you're not going to be able to last forever. You might have the. How else would you mix it? Would you start?
Do you know what? Do you know what I'd possibly do if we did get to the point where it was completely banned and you couldn't get hold of any more? We'd have the prior knowledge. So what I would do is I'd go from my Nick salts, I would move on to the short fills, and I would wean myself off of nicotine, and I would quit.
Oh.
Because do you know what? The thing that we always have to admit to ourselves is we are addicted to nicotine. So I've done it before. I went down to 0. I went down to 1.5 and 3s and the bottom end, like we all did. And then Nick salts became a thing, and we went all back up to 20. So all we'd have to do is do the hard work. I would quit.
Well, I didn't go to Nick Salts. I'm still in freebase.
You're still on 18 milligram freebase because
Yeah.
you're hardcore.
I'm still in freebase.
I wouldn't want another cigarette.
No, I'd just quit.
I spent all that time and preaching all this thing to stop people from smoking, and that's the whole thing of reviewing and being a part of this is to stop people smoking. And I get very defensive as well. You know, when people start saying, "Oh, well, they don't know about this and they don't know about that," and I start getting probably a little bit aggressive with it as well.
Yeah.
It's like you don't know what you're on about. And it comes from that point of watching my mum when all that black shit were coming out of her lungs, and Mark will say the same in when she was in intensive care, watching her trying to grasp to get breath like a frog.
Yeah.
Never leave me. That picture will never leave me. And the bucket thing that they had outside filling up with black shit, that's coming from them cigarettes.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And that's why. And my dad did it. He stopped. Mark. We're already vaping, I think, at that time now was, and it was. We probably could have saved, if we knew what we knew now, we probably could have saved his mum's life.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Really could have saved her life, and it is, which I'm sure there's plenty of people here who've gone through with relatives who have gone through that same sort of thing.
Well, cancer got my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam
cancer
M,
got my
I'm
dad.
the opposite way. Nicotine makes it taste better for me. Sorry. Just answering a quick question in chat.
Sam M, I don't know when you first ever started vaping. So, when the time when you could get like a 30ml bottle,
250ml bottle at 6 milligram.
yeah, at 6mg or whatever you wanted, and it'd been sat there and it'd been steeping for all the time on the shelf, and since they've
I
actually
remember the first time I tried 12mg.
the flavour is massively different. Even if you leave it 48 hours, 2 weeks, whatever, it's not the same as when it comes out of that, wherever they made it from, into that shop, and it's been sat there for so many weeks, and you buy it. The flavour's amazing.
Yeah. I'm with you, Mick. I need the throat hit. That's why I still do 18. That's what I've got in here. 18mg freebase. I need the throat hit if I'm mouth to lunging. I need it.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm right, Mick still uses I think it's either a Vaporess or something like that, a little like sort of pod kit in his taxi when he's working, and then he does his bits at home, and he has a bit of higher nicotine into that. When I'm normally doing stuff like this, like 30 minutes, there's no nicotine in that.
Well, when I'm doing direct to lung, it's usually 3mg. If I'm feeling a bit pissed off, I bump it up because I've got a bottle of 6mg peach custard, but it's usually 3mg I do when I'm direct to lung.
Mine's 20mg.
Yeah,
John Paul Glasgow, some of the greatest juices were actually made in the bathtub.
Yeah.
I know it sounds bad, but it was.
Honestly, we said this, like, the worst thing that we lost when the TPD hit was the small little individual bathtub brewers who were absolute alchemists.
Viking.
Yes.
Viking were aces.
Some of the flavours he did.
Kev's flavours were incredible.
Great caster as well.
Yeah.
He was also with the fantastic Tony.
Yeah. Tony's e-cig stuff.
Who sadly passed away. I think his passing was about a month or so back. Absolute brilliant bloke. And you talk about wit, and you're on about watching shows, live shows. Tony, and then absolutely brilliant. And then you had Chris came on with him, didn't they? Empire.
Yeah.
Their show were amazing, funny as hell. But yeah, it's what I don't know. But I don't think the UK is going to go down that run. I don't think
it is either. I mean, it's going to be the Labour Party coming in next election. It'd be a fucking miracle if the Tories won again, right? So, even with the growing number of Labour MPs who are anti-vaping, the pro-vapers in Labour still outweighs them. So, but the way I'm looking at this, vaping is safe, in quotes, for at least the next half decade in the UK.
Yeah.
At least the next.
Big love, Craig. I'm just thinking, like you're on about that. I think there's maybe going to be like a Lib Dem Labour run at it.
I think there will be. Yeah.
I don't think everybody's going to go for Labour. It doesn't matter who you get in.
It'll be a coalition.
Yeah.
We're still going to be screwed either way.
Thank you very, very much for your questions tonight, ladies and gentlemen. They have been absolutely amazing. A good mix. Can't wait for next week's. Oh yeah, you're in Expo, bastards.
Yeah, we're at Expo, so there's not. Well, that's right. There's not going to be a show next week because I'm probably going to be laying drunk in the premiere inn with Sean beside me. Although he's not going to be drunk because he can drink more than I can. What?
Where am I going to be?
You'll be at the bar getting the drinks in.
Where you should be.
So there's no show next week.
I'll be honest with you. It'll probably me and Vic laid drunk with Aiden beside us.
I'll be still drinking.
So we will be back on the 18th. So there'll be no show next week because that's when the Expo's on, basically. Oh, hold on.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, like exactly what Adam said. If you are about next week at Expo, please come and say hello. Come and have a laugh, have a joke. It's
I want to see some photos.
100%. Good luck.
I want to see loads of photos because obviously I'm not going to be there, so I will be looking over Facebook over the couple of days. I'm not as active on Facebook as I used to be, but I will be looking over the few days of Expo. I want to see some cracking pictures. If any of you guys are going to Expo, post your pictures that you take with the guys, or even some sniping pictures. If you are 3 foot away from them and you get a picture on them, post them in the group because I do want to see them.
I think there is a very good chance that there might be some YouTube shorts put up from Vic on the Thursday afternoon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'll fund this. Anybody who we'll pick the best picture. Anybody who sticks a picture, either it's like a snide one that you've caught of this, or even if it's just for us, we will send you a UK Vape Show T-shirt. You'll get some merch.
Oh yeah, because I need to still do the fucking merch store. Forgot about that.
And if anyone catches a picture of Vic catching elephant shit, I tell you now, we'll give you a mod.
You get a cookie.
RDA, the fucking whatever you want.
Yeah.
So should we wrap this up, fellas?
Yeah.
Yeah. See you in a bit.
Yeah, you know what, Adam, we'll pick on you first.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. And again, do you know what? This community is absolutely excellent. I'm going to say something here that we never really mentioned. Go and check out the Saturday show. They are the number 2. Get out there, give them a little bit of support, and give them a watch. It's a cracking show. And
it really is a good show. Like it's sort of fun.
So get yourself over there and check them guys out. Do you know what? You guys in chat, you guys who come onto the group and post the questions every week, the spanners who keep us safe. Little shameless plug. My channel is nearly at 150 subscribers.
Get to 200.
I'm two away from 150, and I want to thank everyone who has come across. I had a bit of a reflection day today where I've gone, do you know what? This channel is actually I'm really enjoying doing it. Yeah. So I want to say thank you very much, and also, boys, I absolutely adore you. I hope you have the best time at Expo. I'm really sorry that I'm not going to be there because I am absolutely fucking gutted.
So you fucking should be, son.
I know. I'm absolutely gutted about it. Anyway, fuck shit and monkey tits. I love the Queen.
You fucking asshole.
I know.
What the fuck is going on?
Speaking of fuck shit and monkey tits, Sean, over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much to Spanners in chat, being awesome. Aiden's going to start checking his watch. It's going to be shorter anyway because I can't say me fucking sign off, can I?
Yeah, you can. I'm repeating it so people understand it. It's your accent.
Yeah, with regards to Misfits, I've seen a couple of people mention in chat like about the Misfits coming back. It will be coming back. We're just sorting some stuff out and getting it right and all that kind of things. A bit of rebranding going on, things like that. We will be back at some point, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And also, I am live pretty much every night on my Twitch, which is Zombies 8, my channel. Get yourself over there, have a watch. Usually I'm live for about 10 hours, which is fun. Other than that, always remember, don't be scared of what's behind you.
You prick.
That was Sean. Over to Mr. Aiden.
It's the Thursday. Yes, it fucking is. Ladies and gentlemen. Big love to you all, ladies and gentlemen. If you are around on Thursday, make sure you come and say hello. Let's have a bit of a photograph together. Again, if you catch some sort of snide bit from us, make sure you post it into the group. And like I said, we'll pick the best one out of them and we'll send you out a brand new merch T-shirt from the UK Vape Show. Big love to you all. All this talk about first vape shows. Obviously, there's 3 Men in a Vape Show, probably one of the oldest vape shows that's around.
Oof.
Make sure you come and join the lads on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Big
on a Wednesday.
On a Thursday, man.
What's the fucking day?
What are you doing?
It's on a fucking Wednesday, isn't it?
It's a Thursday. Yes, it fucking is.
Yeah, come and join the lads. It's him, Mr. B. I'll do it for you, mate. It's him, Mr. B. Mark, his bro, on 3 Men in a Vape Show on a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday at 8 p.m.
I got the wrong day. I'm not suddenly had a stroke. It's all right, brother.
Wait,
Just you to try and get it. Hold on.
Mate,
He didn't get enough airtime, did he?
I had to shorten it, son.
Big love to you all, ladies and gentlemen. And again, make sure you come and say hello to all of us on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we're staying till the Monday. Big love tonight. Over to the one and only Victor Mullins.
Yeah, that is it for episode 340 of the UK Vape Show. Big thanks to the wonderful Sean the wonderful Adam, and the wonderful Aidan, and of course the phenomenal spanners in chat, Bunny, Gail and the gang for making sure chat ticks
I thought you were going to say the phenomenal me then. I don't know why.
making
That could be
sure.
his own series where there's like a little tiny puppet that doesn't look anything like him. And
And
throw
you
him
throw
across
it.
things.
Again,
he's a
there is no
Jedi.
show next week, but you know, if you are going to the UK, the poll. Hold on, I almost forgot about the fucking
Oh,
poll.
man, he's fucking.
Oh,
bald.
he's fucking. It's because it's nearly the weekend.
So it's
Right,
kind of
night, guys.
changed. It's kind of changed. So are you going to the Expo? Yes is only 18%, maybe 7%, and no is at 75. So it's shifted around quite a bit since the last time we ran it. But
How
if you,
many
are
people
going,
voted?
if you are going to the Expo,
179.
You'll probably-
179 people.
yeah, you'll probably see us three hanging around at the home zone area quite a lot. Right.
We're no one to talk to because there's only 18% going.
Yeah, with about 3 people there. Anyway, that's it from us. We will be back on Thursday, May the 18th. Bye!
It's flaps.
Feels flips.